I'm Aiden Vargas, and this is I Got Bored.
We got people on the way. We want you home in one piece now. We get bodies every day. We want you home in one piece now.
Welcome to a new segment that I like to call The Wall, a safe place for music lovers and music industries to come and talk about music recommendations or music reviews. It doesn't matter who you are, rock, pop, soul, everybody is welcome here. And today we're going to be reviewing a brand new album that just dropped, Scaled and Icy by 21 Pilots. Sorry, Olivia Rodrigo fans, I don't think either of us are emotionally ready for that roller coaster. Scaled and Icy is 21 Pilots' sixth studio album since their self-titled debut in 2009, and today I am diving right into this best friend duo's latest 11 tracks to spill all of my opinions. Let's hit play.
Low key, I'm alright. Won't you say you depend on the weather? My sunshine is a buzz in the light. I'll be singing now. I know it's hard to believe me. It's a good day.
Right off the bat, this song gave me very musical vibes. I kind of felt like it belonged in the same box as Happy by Pharrell Williams or the Lorax soundtrack. It's not a bad song. Personally, I'm just not a big fan of super happy, positive mantra-esque songs, which is quite a surprising theme to be getting out of a 21 Pilots album, but I think that Tyler did an excellent job when he wrote the song, and I can definitely see it on a couple of Happy Vibes playlists somewhere down the road. And then with track 2, we got Choker. When they released it as a single, I liked it, listened to it again on the album, still like it. If I could sing, I would definitely tackle that bridge. But overall, I'm just a sucker for songs with really happy vibes and then really sad lyrics, which is not a shocker coming from a 21 Pilots album. There are certain lyrics in there that so good. Let's see, there's self-sabotage is a sweet romance, and when your body's screaming out, trust your mind's listening. And these lyrics help to convey the emotions that someone goes through when they realize that they're inevitably going to be tackling life alone.
Singing up and down, they're nodding. Heads are moving up and down. You got it. Everybody stand in line, one by one. Take a hit, join the club. Kids will try to take my vibes. Or am I on the outside?
I'm gonna be brutally honest, the next 3 songs on this album are not my favorite. However, I think there's a very big difference between a skip and a song that you just can't necessarily get into. Track 4, The Outside, is very relatable, and I could totally see myself grooving along to it while driving to Walmart at like 2 p.m. Saturday, which was their most recent single, is very fun to dance to, and track 6, Never Take It, I would consider maybe making like my alarm clock song. Overall, they're songs that I wouldn't mind adding to my playlist. I just don't necessarily see myself stopping what I'm doing to like get into it or to sing along with it. And I think that's something that's contributing to the fact that there are a lot of 21 Pilots fans that aren't really happy with this album. I feel like 21 Pilots really set the bar high with Trench, and anything that was gonna come after it was almost destined to disappoint in some way. I don't think there was a single song off of Trench that didn't make me want to jump up and commit to some sort of performance, and the proof was in the pudding when I went to their concert, and every single person in the audience was on their feet singing the songs word for word. I haven't felt that connection with any of the songs on this album, and I think that's where that fan disconnect is really coming from.
Keep your bliss, there's nothing wrong with this. Keep your sunny days, leave us in the rain. Tie strings to our hands and feet to rain on your parade. You can have the weekends, we will live between them. Keep your pills, save your breath, and don't ever forget. Get out of our way, we're moving sideways. Welcome to Mulberry Street, yeah.
Mulberry Street made me so happy. I have a lot of opinions, but overall it was just such a feel-good song. It had this groove to it that I fell in love with the second that I heard it, and it is just proof that 21 Pilots have not changed their sound or their style or their signature, because this song had a very relatable message that was told in a kind of cryptic way that at first listen was kind of hard to understand. Much like all of their discography, I'd say the only real difference is that their music just sounds happier. And before I make the point that I'm about to make, we need to talk about track 8, Formidable. This song is going down in history with the same status as Smithereens. Not quite as good, because Smithereens is definitely in the running for favorite 21 Pilots song of all time in my book. But Formidable is such a good relationship song about wanting to be someone and then be too scared to be with someone and then doing it anyways, and it is just so heart-melting. Now back to my point about the songs being happier. Why are fans so mad about that? After a year and a half of utter dark, heartbreaking sadness with all this COVID stuff, we have a band who has been there for us since the beginning, putting out an uplifting album for us. Shouldn't we applaud them for that? Plus, Tyler just had a baby and Josh just got married. So how selfish of a fan do you have to be to demand depressing music from them when they're going through this pivotal moment in their lives? Justin Bieber got dragged for doing that when he released Lonely after just getting married to Hailey. So, double standard? I've loved 21 Pilots since the beginning, and I applaud them for having this little change in focus. Plus, what were people expecting after they released Level of Concern and Christmas Saves the Year?
Never ask permission, he just hopes that they forgive. I don't wanna go like this. At least let me clean my room. I don't wanna live like this. 'Cause the last thing I want to do is make my people make decisions, wondering what to do. Oh, should I keep it on display or redecorate? Blankets over mirror, she tends to like it.
21 Pilots really just wanted to slap us in the face with the last two songs on this album, and I am still not over it. Track 10, No Chances, was this intimidating, powerful anthem song. It definitely gave old 21 Pilots vibes. You could have told me that it was a bonus track off Blurry Face, and I probably would have believed you. This song needs a music video. But if 21 Pilots only puts out one music video for the rest of their career, track 11 is putting up a really good fight. Redecorate hit me so hard. Tyler and Josh really said, "You're too happy. Here's a sad song. Album over." This song, in a nutshell, is about the pain of losing a child and then what the family has to deal with after the fact. I don't think I have been moved so much by a 21 Pilots song since their debut album. It had a very powerful meaning behind it, and it was probably the best song, but also the worst song to end the album with, and I absolutely applaud Tyler and Josh for ever making this song. There's your sad song, TOP fandom. Okay, so overall, did I get those really cute concert moment vibes from this album? No. But was it a good album? Yes. I appreciate the fact that they tackled happy vibes, especially after this pandemic and given their current life status, and I appreciated the fact that they tackled some serious subjects and stayed true to themselves. It's normal for artists to grow and shift and evolve. Female artists have been doing it for decades just to stay relevant. The TLP fandom might be a little thrown off by this change, but so was the Taylor Swift fandom when she went from 10-time Grammy-nominated soft pop 1989 to edgy Reputation, and that ended up being her highest grossing tour to date. Or if you want to keep it gender biased, Queen's record label didn't initially want to make the shift from Killer Queen to Bohemian Rhapsody, and that later proved to be their greatest error in judgment. Nowadays, it's a little shocking to even get 3 good songs off of an album, so the fact that I'm going to openly memorize the lyrics to 6 of them, A+ in my book. I know there are a couple songs on here that I didn't dive into, but I just didn't feel like my opinion on those would add or take away from my overall message, so I'm going to give it a yes to what I recommend and a yes to will I listen again, and that's the beat. I had a great time discussing music with you guys. If you have any rebuttals, album, song, artist suggestions, my comment section is always open. Thank you for coming to the wall, and if I don't see you later, have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good life. I have 4% left on my iPad. Let's hope I get better. This song needs a music video, no debate. But, and Christmas is the year. Am I gonna be able to do that again? No. I would like to submit Shed Your Modesty to the girl on TikTok that does the music moments that cure my depression.